FaZe Clan will be sold, and the price today is a cool $17 million. For a company whose public offering was pegged to a $725 million value, and who some people value it as high as $1 billion, it's a massive fall from grace. But can FaZe Clan bring back OGs like Temperrr, Apex, and Banks and actually save this whole thing? Okay, so let's start with the damage. FaZe Clan's public offering in July 2022 was pegged to a $725 million value. When the deal was announced on October 20th, GameSquare, the purchaser of FaZe Clan, announced their intentions to merge the company, but keep it a wholly owned subsidiary. Both boards for these companies have already approved the deal, which is set to close in Q4 2023. Shareholders have yet to do so. And GameSquare's post-merge valuation essentially gives us a value of about $17 million for the FaZe portion. Like most people who buy companies, they don't think it's worth that amount. They think it's worth a whole lot more. Justin Kenna, GameSquare CEO, told Digiday, quote, "The reality is we're a microcap and we think we can get a re-rating and this thing can move quickly. So by the time the deal closes, that could be materially different. It's all stock, it's relative." Okay, so just stick with me here for 1 second. What Kenna means to say is that he thinks the market value of the stock's current shares are currently undervalued, and so the actual value of the post-merger company is not guaranteed at this point. He's acknowledging that, at least on paper right now, FaZe Clan is currently smaller than a microcap stock, which typically is used to refer to stocks that have a value of 50 million to 300 million. But he's arguing that this could change pretty quick, and becoming a microcap stock would mean that the combined stock price of this new post-merger company would crest 50 million. But why would we expect that to change exactly? Well, let's take a little look at GameSquare. GameSquare owns Complexity, so in a way, this whole FaZe thing kind of makes a lot of sense. Complexity has been around even longer than FaZe Clan in esports. Now its lord and steward is Jerry Jones, owner of the Dallas Cowboys. Jones was already involved in Complexity, but GameSquare acquired Complexity completely in 2021, paying $27 million. It also boasts Kenna as CEO, as I mentioned, and Ninja, yeah, that ninja, as their chief innovation officer. According to their website, they also own Code Red Esports, an agency for players and talent in the industry, and beyond that, a bunch of media companies in the space. GameSquare has also been active in snapping up other companies. They merged with Engine Gaming and Media nearly a year ago, but in that case, seem to have merged everything into GameSquare. But I think it's also fair to say that FaZe is a different beast from Complexity, both in origin, but also probably in demographic. But what is it that makes FaZe FaZe? Well, if you want to get that old school FaZe feel, maybe you bring back the OGs, and that's exactly what's happening here. Once the deal is complete, Banks will return as CEO, Temperrr will be president, and Apex will be COO. The release goes on to say that, quote, "Founders are focused on refreshing the FaZe Clan brand, re-engaging with its core fan base, and empowering individual FaZe Clan creators and their communities," end quote. But here's the thing. While the founders may have some control over what happens, it's not like they wholly owned the company, something that another FaZe OG, Rain, has been quick to point out. In an Instagram story, he noted that the FaZe OGs still wouldn't have control of the company they'll be merging into. Banks, for his part, said that people needed to be patient for change, since the deal would still take a while to close. Nadeshot seemed excited about Banks' return to the boardroom too. I also think it's fair to talk about the elephant in the room here, which is what exactly does re-engaging with the fan base mean for these three guys? Part of the core of what the OG FaZe was all about was cross-promotion. If you were an up-and-coming creator, there was this huge audience that wanted to watch your stuff. Maybe they already kind of were, but once you joined FaZe Clan, it was a whole different level. Over time, the FaZe cast of faces changed, but content has changed a lot since the beginning of FaZe 2. Full respect to these guys, but it's not like Banks and Apex are making tons of videos on YouTube nowadays. But you know Banks, he was pretty confident, saying he'd get FaZe back past its all-time high, and honestly, I'm excited to see what they try to do. And yeah, we're getting Modern Warfare 3 the 2nd this year, So sniping montages may in fact be in the zeitgeist, but still it's hard to imagine FaZe making a full comeback like this. It's hard to know how any of this will go, but let me put it to you another way. If FaZe is going to make a comeback, they have to start somewhere. For FaZe fans, this is hopefully the bottom. Something clearly had to change at FaZe. It now has, and so for the first time, there's a direction for FaZe to change course, to write a new history, I guess. In that sense, it's a good thing if you're a fan. At least now, there's a path forward. Does this merger solve everything automatically for FaZe? Well, clearly not. And there's a lot of hard work ahead, I'm sure some of which has already been started by Banks and the others. It's a shot at least, and if there's early heat around this new FaZe Clan direction, maybe we even could see the stock get re-rated like McKenna suggested. One last thing that we need to talk about here though, and that's that under the GameSquare umbrella, we now have both Complexity and FaZe, two separate esports organizations, and in some esports, both those organizations have teams. Right now, that includes Apex Legends, Rocket League, Halo, FIFA, and Fortnite. But the conflicts also include Counter-Strike, as I'm sure you've noticed from that list. And at the recent IEM Sydney tournament, FaZe Clan won the whole thing. Complexity were the runners-up. It seems like a clear problem for competitive integrity. And let's not forget, Valve has already warned teams ahead of Counter-Strike 2 that the scene needs to be more open and more transparent. There have already been reports about the future of some of FaZe's roster though, so maybe a future consolidation is already in the works. Who knows? Now listen, if the FaZe brand were hypothetically retired in CSGO to make way for Complexity there, I'd be incredibly sad. Sure, the default FC in red is maybe not the craziest logo on the planet, but the red, blue, yellow, check it out. That thing slapped. For now, we have to wait to see how the merger shakes out, but also how FaZe Clan, which will then be a wholly owned subsidiary, will start to rebuild its empire.